Hello and welcome back to Are You Serious? New Seaside Kuwait condo tour. Whose condo? Whose condo? In this video, not only are we going to take a look at Salah and Chantal's alleged new apartment, we're also going to take a look at an apartment that I lived in for a period of time when I lived in Egypt. There are some similarities. We are also going to see that spare room that they have, what it really should be made into, and that bathtub. Hey, you know, it's a little small, but I think something could go down. At the very end of this video, you'll want to stay tuned because I think most people have figured out the location, but I have also, I do believe, figured out what exactly the building is. It's not just a residential apartment building.
Hey guys, so this little snippet of our old place is the last you're going to be seeing of it because we are getting ready to move into our new beachside condo here in Kuwait. Yalla, let's go check it out.
Hi.
Hi baby.
Hello. Welcome to our new apartment.
Yalla.
There's a doorbell. Oops.
What? That's the doorbell? That's the doorbell. Okay, yikes. Okay, that would rouse you right up from a sleep, huh? Like a dead sleep. Okay, doorbell, all right.
Listenable. Okay, babe, come on in.
What is this number up here? This is in Arabic. This is in Arabic. This middle line might be English. What is this number?
Listenable. Okay, babe, come on in.
Wow.
This looks like Korea. This looks like Korea. Huh. What is happening?
Wow.
Surprise.
What is what? What is going on here? Why do we have a mosaic over what are we hiding here? Oh, like the general location? Wow. Well, they're at the beach.
Beach view.
These look like tour buses. These look like taxis lined up for people. Okay.
We can cross the road and go to the beach.
Yeah, but Chantal, you can't even walk over there. All right, I'll bring it up to normal, but I might have to go back and play it. This is a tour bus, is it not? This is, I know she's trying to like conceal the location. I think this is going to be pretty easy to find out where it is. Not to locate her again, just to line up consistencies, inconsistencies, and to debunk other things.
In the ocean. Take a look, baby.
Wow.
Take a look at that mosaic. Wow. No, these aren't taxis. It's a motor coach. That's one too. There are people. Kind of looks like, well, they're men on foot. Is this a Lulu truck? Ice cream?
This is our view from our living room.
The other one.
You can smell the sea air coming in. Ah. Nice.
Cool, eh?
Cool, yeah.
I am speechless. I don't know quite what to think. There's a lot going on here. It almost looks kind of fancy, but it's not. It's definitely not. So I'll show you. I mean, you can probably see for yourself, I'm sure. But so this is where the doorbell is, right? And I think that for some reason, electrical work, general construction tends to be very, very shoddy. Like you can see here, like I guess this is like probably an electrical panel, right? You can see the paint is very sloppy all over, just slop, right? Like this looks like it's probably like plywood, and then they paint like this dark color over to try to make it look like wood, I guess, like like fancy wood. So we have white bulbs here, and then we have a yellow one here, like the cool daylight and the warm, I feel like if this was I don't want to say decent because I really don't know, but if this was like a fancy place, I think these little details would, especially the paint, would have been addressed prior to move in. Because you see, like, it's a tray ceiling, right? Which is like, ooh, a tray ceiling, that's fancy, right? Usually see those, like, those are fancy. But then you have, like, these air vents stuck around. And this panel is really bugging me. And this is the temperature gauge, I guess. This is the thermostat. That's really old school, like real old school. And then what was over here? It looked like a phone or something. Like, what is this? Is that a phone? That's strange. Or maybe it's like if someone is like on the ground level and they're calling up to your place, maybe that's what you would communicate through. So there's intake and exhaust ventilation on both sides of the room. Windows look good. It's a lot of window. Is this on my monitor? Is that there? Is that a paint splotch? Okay. Let's continue.
This is the lighting in the living room. The floor.
So I got to tell you just my first impression, not necessarily of this place, but I think typically properties tend to stay within the family. So, I mean, there can be like a house or an apartment that like so-and-so owns, but they bought another place and like, I don't know, at least from my experience, no one gets rid of property. They just keep buying. So like there's always some vacant apartments, and maybe that's just my experience. But there was always like some vacant apartment or house or something, or an apartment that's just holding everyone's furniture. Like what? Oh, don't we have a washing machine over at the flat at whatever? Why is there an empty flat with a washing machine? What? Whose is it? Can we use it? What? So my thought, just from my own experience, is that maybe this is just like one of the flats that's within Salah's family. Or for example, when I moved to Egypt, the first job I had provided an apartment for me. Now, it wasn't even remotely close to being adequate for how I would normally live. It was okay. But I mean, I need screens in my windows, okay? The mosquitoes in Egypt like really eat me up bad, and like the bites swell bad, like the size of quarters. So, and like it's just like you open the shutters. There's no window. You just open the shutters, and there's no screen. I'm like, I need a window. I'm from the West. So, but that was my apartment for when I worked at the school. So I could use it to just go there. Like, if I was waiting for, I don't know if this I'm just telling you my life, how it was, okay? I don't know how it sounds. I don't know how it's going to be interpreted, but this was just my life. I could use the apartment to go to if I was waiting for the driver to come pick me up. I wouldn't have to just be hanging around outside the school. I could go over to the apartment and the driver could come get me there. If I had like a long break in between classes, because it was definitely within walking distance of the school. I do have a video of me sitting at the school, like just arrived, like maybe a couple weeks before. And like I'm showing kind of the neighborhood. I don't know if I want to show that though, because it's a distinctive place. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so just interjecting here during my editing process, I reviewed the videos that I have of the school where I worked, the apartment, the neighborhood. It's way too distinctive. Anybody who has even heard of the place will know exactly where it is. And because we know that Chantal is known to dox and expose people illegally, I don't know about Kuwait law, Chantal, but you do that to someone in the US, we got problems. It goes state by state, but we got problems. So it's far too specific. And especially her being in Kuwait, there are many Egyptians in Kuwait, and someone could absolutely identify where it was. And, it was years ago, but I am an American foreigner. They're going to remember. So I just don't need it. They would remember my name. So what I did find, though, are some pictures of an apartment where I stayed. And I just wanted to show you some comparisons between an apartment in Cairo and an apartment in, what Chantal has purchased, rented. I don't know what's going on there. So I thought I'd just show you a few pictures of this. So this is the front door. So you would come in here. This is an apartment building. Keys are always left in the door. I don't know why. They always are, even like bedroom doors and stuff. Now, I was told that you lock like bedroom doors and things when you have the housekeeper come in. Like anywhere you don't want the housekeeper to go, just lock it. That's why it's there. I don't know. So right in the entryway, we have the 99 names of Allah. So like when we say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the most gracious, the most merciful, those are two of the names of God. So all of the names are listed here. And I must have had a very bad camera at the time because it feels like nothing's in focus. But you can find this online if you're interested. Okay, so we'll take a left coming in from the front door. So that sign is like over here. And so this is one large room. So you can see these doors open. You can go out onto the balcony. That was very nice. Over here, you can almost see this was the dining room table. I think there was some kind of big piece of furniture here. Yeah, so dining room table was over here. I don't know if I have a picture of that or not. Tile floors, and then you always put down rugs, like, for warmth in general. Mini split air conditioner over here. And then this is one big room. So we have dining room table, the balcony, and then over here is the living room. So turn the lights on. So this is just like the seating area for the living room. Yeah, just like comfortable sofas. Usually I think in Arab homes, like it's very unusual to live by yourself. But you would always have family and friends coming over. It's such a social culture. So you always have plenty of seating for people who drop in or, who are just coming over. You can see there is a little bit of weird lighting here, like this sconce or whatever it is. Like, I mean, mostly I would have that pointed down, or I don't know. You always see little odd things like this, like, that was a choice. All right, So we have a rug here, and then if we continue to turn to the right, now we're back to, so we're turning to the right, so we have the chairs, and then you see there's just like oh no, you can see me in the reflection. I don't think you can really see anything, so yeah, no. I'm holding the camera up to my face. So just like a display cabinet of some sort, phone charger, looks like a little wastebasket, and then so up these stairs and to the right would be that front door where we came in. So, and the dining room table is over here. So here we are at the front door again. Okay. Now you could see from this picture that if we didn't turn down into this area, to the right would be the kitchen. This is the kitchen, so I'll show you that. And there's like a regular door on it. Some things I just kind of stopped questioning, you know. So this was the kitchen. I'll tell you that I don't even know what this is, to be honest. I'll tell you that my former partner and I were not very neat and tidy. We just weren't. I don't mind showing you. I don't. This was just, you know, how it was. So I feel like, now neither of us, let me make everything clear, crystal clear, neither of us felt that we were too good to do any tidying up or anything like that. And we preferred things to be tidy. But most of the time, he and I were both very busy with not necessarily like going out and doing things, but like we had a very good like exchange of ideas constantly. So we would discuss things like in depth and intensely. So like, you know, and then we would go in and make something to eat just to like come back to the table and continue talking. So like, so the tidying of it really it wasn't a priority for us. Thankfully, and it's very different than in the States, thankfully, you know, we had housekeepers there, very affordable. It's not like the States where I hired a housekeeper years ago and it was like $100 for like a couple of hours. It's not even, I mean, it's not even, you know, so it's very, very affordable. And you may have heard the story in Kuwait about a Filipina housekeeper who was unalived by the family's son. And after that, a lot of people that were from the Philippines returned to the Philippines, like by choice. They were like, we're out of here. These people are nuts, you know? So I do feel that in some of these types of cultures, I've never seen it myself, but I can see how it could happen where there's a power divide, okay? The social class thing, right? We don't have to like it. We don't have to accept it. I don't condone it, but it's a reality. So at first, of course, I felt weird having a housekeeper come in. I'm like, let me help you, right? But I learned it's like, she's going to do a way better job and I'm just getting in her way, number one, right? And number two, I started to not feel bad having a housekeeper because knowing that housekeepers may not always be treated fairly or nicely, it was like, I'm not going to be like that, you know? Like, I'll make you lunch while you're here, you know? And it's very, very different. Like they almost always don't have their own vehicle. So they're taking public transportation to get to your place. And if you live in a kind of a remote area, which at one point I did, they have to walk. Like wherever they get dropped off, they're walking to your place in Egyptian desert heat. So my former partner would just like, he would drive out to where, you know, where she was going to be let off and pick her up. Little things like that. She would have been, I can't even imagine like walking in that kind of heat. And she's wearing an abaya and like, you know, so that's why I didn't mind that. Well, I guess that's the wrong word. I didn't feel weird about having a housekeeper. And like one of our housekeepers, like she taught me Arabic. She taught me all the days of the week, which for some reason I hadn't learned yet. And at one point I had rescued a cat, like legit rescued, not from like a shelter. I mean, like, give me that cat. And the cat used to follow her around Yeah, I remember her name. The cat used to follow her around and she would talk to the cat like all day while she was cleaning and stuff. It was so cute. It was so cute. You know, household staff might not be treated the best by everyone, right? Well, I also found that not all housekeepers are as nice and great as she was. So one day she couldn't come. I don't know if she was sick. I don't really know what was going on. So they had a replacement come for her, okay? Now, I didn't have a washing machine for my clothes at the time. I was hand washing all of my clothes in a bucket. So I got these big buckets. I get laundry detergent. And basically, I would just be on my knees, fill it with warm water, hot water, and just like, put all my weight into it. Get my hands in there and like, squeeze and up and down, just like agitating, the clothes. And then I would dump it all out and put in clean water. Like it was all very manual. And then I would hang everything up to dry because, it takes no time to dry clothes, like even sopping wet. So I had a bucket of clothes that was still soaking in the bathroom. Well, as a Caucasian foreigner who was with an Egyptian man, just like anywhere, not everyone's going to be down with that. Not everyone's going to be okay with that. So, because, you're stealing one of our men, it's the same thing interracially in the States. I've experienced the same thing. Like, that's one of ours. You should, blah, blah, blah. It's not even necessarily your own race that's telling you like, no, I've I have a lot of experience with that. And, I know what it is. They're very insecure and like, hey, if you were, maybe if you were nicer, maybe if you were offering something, maybe he would have chosen you. That's really not my problem. So one of the replacement maids, she was kind of, she was a little resentful. I could tell. She wouldn't talk to me like normally, like, just like normal greetings. We couldn't have like a full conversation because I wasn't able to. And sometimes household staff isn't literate. They aren't literate in their own language. So they usually don't know a second language. I went into the bathroom after she had cleaned the bathroom. So I have my clothes soaking in the bathroom, right? Clothing it was very difficult for me to find high quality clothing that fit well in Egypt. It just was. There's a lot of clothing stores. It's just not the same. So I had a pair of black linen pants, black linen wide leg pants. Like they were very cool. They were roomy. They were linen. And they also looked kind of dressy. So like, I needed this pair of pants. So those were soaking in the bathroom in the bucket. Well, after she cleans the bathroom, I go in and I see that there's a bottle of bleach in the bathroom. And I look down and my black linen pants were bleached. Like they were like the orange marks, like it was getting lighter and lighter. I could have cried because I couldn't have replaced those in Egypt. And if you look at like shipping, like especially back then, like companies that are going to ship to you, I mean, Egypt sometimes is not on that list of where they're going to ship to. And I was so upset. And I'm like, why would she have done that? So I go to my ex and I'm like, my pants. And he's like, oh, maybe she didn't know. I'm like, I just give, you can probably see the look on my face without even knowing, like, oh, she didn't know. Are you serious? She doesn't know what a bottle of bleach looks like. She's a housekeeper. She doesn't know that a bottle of bleach, you shouldn't be putting black pants in. He just gives me a look like, oh, okay. So he goes down and he has a talk with her. And he comes back and he's like, she apologizes. She says, if we don't want to pay her for the day, it's fine. She's very sorry. And then I'm like, she doesn't make any money to begin with. I just like, it was, so I was like, no, it's fine, whatever, right? And that's when I go back to my faith. even as a Christian, then, like, that's when I go back to my faith, like, she will be dealt with. I don't have to deal with it myself. I'm not the judge and jury. I didn't see her do it. I mean, obviously, like, he wouldn't have touched anything laundry related. So, he sent all his laundry out. I offered to do it for him, and he's like, no. Like, it was demeaning for me to do his laundry. So, and I didn't want to send my clothes out because sometimes stuff doesn't come back. Yeah, so I'm like, no, just pay her, that'll be dealt with at another time. That's not up to me. So this is Dettol. Dettol, if you're ever in the Middle East, I think they sell this in England as well, the UK. This is the greatest antibacterial anything, cleaning anything, Dettol. It's going to be more expensive than the local brand, but it's worth it. Get it. This is Dettol also. This dishwashing soap is called Fairy, like Fairy. The cabinets here. Behind this cabinet is the clothes washing machine. And this was a thing in a couple of places where I stayed. And I guess it's because I have seen one laundry room, but I guess it probably has to do with the plumbing. Like, it's just close to the plumbing. I really don't know, but that's common to have the clothes washing machine in the kitchen. And here it is. So you open that door, and here it is. And I have some clothes in there now, some towels and stuff. So, and this is German from Siemens. Here's a close-up of the German controls on the clothes washing machine. Ein aus Fenster. Is start a German word? It must be. Waschen, spülen. I mean, please don't hold me to any kind of pronunciation standards. I have no idea. Wasser plus, intensive Flecken. A timer, I guess. Schludern, program wall. Yeah, so it's like, I would have no idea, like, where to even start. Like, what is this even? I don't. So I had to look up everything. It's like, I have to translate everything from Arabic anyway, right? And like, now I gotta look up a German translation. Like a toaster oven, blender, some onions, some honey. Yeah, that's about that. And here was the stovetop, the oven, the cooker, as we say in the UK. Oh, looks like we got a flame lit. Now, in this apartment, we didn't have the propane canister. So it must have been hooked to, they must have installed gas lines in the neighborhood because we didn't have the propane canister here. And that's obviously a gas flame. So huge oven. I don't know if anyone knows this brand. Looks like Elba, maybe? Yeah, good size oven. 6 burners. Okay, so coming out of the kitchen, if we take a right, this was a bathroom. I used to have a picture of the bathroom, but I guess I don't anymore. There were a couple of bedrooms here. So there's a bedroom. I think this was a 4-bedroom apartment. There's a bedroom here, one here, and then one on this side of the wall. But then our bedroom was like straight when you go down this corridor, like straight ahead. This was the clothing cabinet in one of the bedrooms. This wasn't a bedroom that I used. You have to put your clothes in a cabinet because the dust, no matter if you never open your windows and never open your door, the dust gets in and it absolutely gets all over your clothes. So you have to have a cabinet for your clothing. But I guess what I'm noticing now is just like the trim. It's like it's not sloppy, right? So just noting that. So if we continue straight down that hall, this was a bedroom that we slept in, like little chandeliers and stuff. This was mostly for warmth. You can tell, not for looks, very much for warmth, but this is where we kept our clothes. Looks like some like lattice work or mashrabea. Mashrabea is, it's not really mashrabea, but I love mashrabea. Mashrabea is something that covers your windows. It's wood. It's carved out of wood. and it offers some privacy, but also airflow. So you can open your window and get the airflow, but no one can see in. It's awesome. So we have a mini split air conditioning up here. It's like a coat rack, another suitcase. This was a big dresser, the big round mirror. And then around the corner to the right was the bathroom. It's like the night tables. I forget what was in here, but this is a prayer rug right here. You know, like hung up and ready to use. The one I have now is like blue and green, kind of. Maybe I'll do like these guys and just pixelate everything. Be like, see? No, we can't see. So maybe this is just, and so my point was, I had an apartment through the school, but I also had where I lived. So technically I had 2 places. Yeah. So maybe it's just like an extra one that became available. Maybe someone got married, moved out, and then, you know, I don't know. And now they're giving it to them. Like it's it's not an inheritance, but like a hand-me-down apartment or something. I don't know. Yeah, look at the grout. Not the grout, the caulk. Yeah, look at the caulk. It's messy. It's very messy. And this was in Egypt too. Same kind of thing. And people would look at me like I was absolutely nuts to point it out and ask for it to be fixed. Like, look at this. Like, they opened the door before the wall was dry. Like, hello, you're gonna have to go back and touch that up. Like, oh my gosh, she's so demanding. Seriously, like, is this acceptable to anyone in their home long term? It's just sloppy.
Actually, it's so big enough. And nice finishing.
Nice finishing? You think so, Salah? That tells me something about you. I'm sorry. It does.
Okay, so let's continue to the hallway, going for our master room.
Oh,
let's go.
Our master room, huh? Check out. Okay.
Let there be light. Here's our master.
Master room.
So our bedroom has another sea view.
What's over here that she's trying to, see? Look at the light bulb up here. It's a CFL. They don't even make these anymore. Everything's LED now. Or a conventional bulb. They don't even make these. Because if they break, they're toxic or something? No. But, yeah, she's trying to obscure something over here, and I want to know what it is. But yeah, you can see like how the wall, like it indents a little bit, but there's no baseboard here. These are just like, the windows are nice. I'll give them that. They are nice. But I would also like to see the same type of fixture on these doors. Like you should have a nickel or a matte silver, whatever, right? Something that complements this. This is totally different. It's like, you know, details.
And windows that open. As Salah will demonstrate.
They open.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they don't have screens either. Now that I'm looking at it, there's no mosquito nets. That's what they call it, mosquito netting. There's no window screens. I mean, not that she needs to open the windows because it's going to be hot. I wonder if this is her investment that she made. And that's why he's talking it up like, yes, nice finishings. Really? Nice finishings?
That's going to be so nice in the morning, huh, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine when you wake up.
Gorgeous.
Imagine when you wake up. The whole thing is window. How do you get curtains for that? That's what I'm wondering. How do you get curtains for that? Where do you hang the curtains? You'd have to put like a hook over here. And then, you know how hard it's going to be to find a curtain rod this length? Very difficult. Good luck. Because I don't know if this is wood or not, but I wouldn't be screwing a hook into whatever this is, you know?
Directly on the ocean.
Look at the paint. down at the bottom of the door too.
View.
Yes.
That will be amazing.
It will be amazing.
And this is with the lights on?
Yeah, look at the different bulbs. Now, you could say I'm nitpicky. That's fine. I don't care. Look at this. Does this, I mean, come on. Like, they've rummaged around for a light bulb to stick there because they didn't have one.
The lights on?
Let's see the bottom of the master room.
Oh, yes. Let's look at the bathroom, please. Yeah. Okay, now this is what I am used to for a bathroom in Egypt. This is exactly what I am used to. Actually, we didn't have a tub though. We didn't have a tub. But yeah, the ventilation fan out the window. Out the window. Yeah. See how the wiring is all like stripped? This is how electrical work is done. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't condone this. You know, I don't know how more people don't die from just bad electrical wiring. I don't know. Look at this paint over here. Look at this. Sorry, Chantal, I'm not trying to rip your place down, but like, you know, I mean, as a whole, a 1-bedroom apartment, or I don't know if it's 2 or 3 bedrooms, because that's common too, but like, it's good. It's fine, right? Depending what you paid for it. But like, these things show, hopefully they were just handymen coming in and not like, it's not a sign of like the building management, because that's going to be a nightmare for you if that was building management doing that. So this is an actual medicine cabinet. Okay. Oh, it's a handleless sink, right? Yeah, you just stick your hands under there. Fancy, Salah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, like the towel rack is here. Okay. So the toilet isn't finished being installed. So this hole at the top here is used to flush. Unless this is a black button that you would press, but typically it sticks up and you would pull up on it to flush. So that's concerning. You know, we'll see though, hopefully. Maybe it's a black button. We just can't see it that well. It is in 1080. Okay, it's a good shower. I like this. I gotta put one of these in my shower because to give the dogs baths and stuff. I got one of those rainfall big things. And it's wonderful, but I'm like, oh, I can't. What am I going to do? Stick the dog in the tub and be like, just wait for the rain to fall. That doesn't work, you know? So yeah, I got to get one of these. Okay.
So we have 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms in this place?
It is a button. Okay, good. Phew. But look at this, right? Like, what's this? It doesn't look like it's on flush. Just sloppy. Oh no, it's not one of those things. The handle is up here. So you just pull up on this. Okay.
Toilet with a bidet and a bathtub.
It's not a bidet. It's not a bidet. It's a hose. That's cool. Look at the hose. It has its own little like faucet thing. Huh. It has its own water supply. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Wow, it's a long ass tub, huh?
Hey, babe.
Hi, baby.
Are you guys gonna take welcome to your new apartment bubble bath together? Could you vlog it for the couples vlog? Obviously you're not gonna show anything, including affection, but like, you know, something to celebrate.
I love when we have our own bathroom in our room.
By the way, if you've been enjoying my content, why haven't you subscribed? It's free, it's easy, I don't require anything of you, and it really does help me out. It helps get this message out to more people. And at the moment, you feel like you like this video? Don't be afraid to hit the thumbs up, also much appreciated. He's touching her.
I love the bathtub with bubbles.
Yes, we'll be going to Lush for some bubble bath.
So let's see the kitchen.
Yalla.
What is going on here?
3, 2.
Did you see that light flickering? One of the light bulbs is about to go out.
Let me see the kitchen.
Yalla.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
A huge kitchen. A big kitchen.
No refrigerator yet.
With too many cabinets.
We can put everything in.
This is a huge kitchen compared to what she has now. It is. Yeah, the furnishings, like he's saying, the finishings, whatever. Whatever you're thinking about this console thing here is what I'm thinking also. So this is interesting. The faucet. I don't know.
Here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is Salah a real estate agent? He's really like showing us this place, is he not? Is that what he really does?
Also, there's a water point here if you want to install the filter, you know?
Oh,
Nice.
We're gonna bring the filter here.
Yeah.
You can bring a filter, so if you want to have drinking water, he called it a water point, but you know, like a fixture, whatever, you know, you can get water out of there. So these windows, I also had these where they kind of tip inward for ventilation and stuff. So I had this in the kitchen and in the bathroom.
Inshallah.
There you go, Chantal.
Washer dryer will go here.
Yeah. Dryer.
Mm-hmm.
The cooking range will be here. The fridge here.
Okay.
Okay.
The cooking range here. Yes. In the UK, we call it a cooker. Yeah. In the US, an oven. A refrigerator here. Okay. And this is common. This is very common. I'm sorry to say, it is. It is. This is it's a water heater. It is. It is. And you know, there's no I don't understand honestly why this hasn't been figured out yet in this entire region of the world. But like, if they have to install something, they just bust through whatever's there. They don't take the time to take a drill out and like drill out a nice new little hole and then get some like fixture to go over it so it looks finished. You know, they just bust through like tink, clink, like clink, clink, clink with a hammer and then, okay. I don't get it. And you know, like the fan again goes, this is the electrical up here. Like, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed at this. It really depends what she paid for it, if she did, right? I mean, if it's like a deal, like a steal, like, shoot, I'll go buy the tile and put that up myself, no problem. But like, if she paid for this, I would be upset. I'd be upset.
Yeah, we'll do it after.
The window with the fan.
Oh, we'll do it after what?
The window with the fan.
Nice for cooking.
Okay. So we continue for the other bathroom and bedroom.
Okay. So you guys going to be staying in separate rooms? Is Chantal going to go live with your sister? Like, what's going on? What's going on?
Here's the second bathroom.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Has a separate shower.
Yeah.
You're going to have to duck to go inside.
Yeah, it's too private, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is totally unnecessary. I feel like they put this in for Westerners' sake. Like, look, you have a shower. So there's a drain in all of the bathroom floors. So this, like, the whole bathroom gets wet, period, right? So what is this supposed to do? And like she pointed out, like, he's taller than the thing. And like, I've never seen this, like, in anyone's home. So I think they just put like, oh, we have a Westerner moving in. You better get like a, you know, some kind of enclosure. I don't know. So you have a towel rack. There's only one side of it. The other side is missing. We don't have the rod. There's no frame to the mirror.
You're too tall for it, baby. Don't hit your head.
Let's see the sink.
Okay. It's very cool, huh?
Very cool.
Last but not least,
Someone left the window open? Oh.
Wow.
with a big window, but this one is not in the sea view.
Yeah, it's on the street.
Yeah, only this.
Okay, let's see. Let's see the street. Show us.
The lighting. But we plan on making this room a content room. Like a spare room for us to put things in.
You should make it a baby nursery, Chantal. Come on, it should be a nursery. What are you thinking? Aren't you gonna start your family? It should be a nursery. So I think they just left the window open. I think this is probably maybe freshly painted, and that's why they left it open. Yeah. I don't think it'll be hard to figure out where this is. These are like, shouldn't this be recessed lighting? Shouldn't this be recessed lighting, not these little globes?
But we plan on making this room a content room. Like a spare room for us to put things in, film.
Exactly, yeah. For mukbang, for a gaming section.
Gaming section and mukbang. So you're gonna be like the streaming couple. Like Salah's gonna have his desk at one end, Chantal's gonna have her mukbang set up, sitting on the floor with the saran wrap on the other end. Okay, making it happen.
Perfect. And the light will come in, natural light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about at nighttime? I can't really picture Chantal like shopping for curtains for some reason.
Nice.
Good.
We got the thumbs up from Salah.
And that's it. This is the new apartment for us.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait. We're moving today.
And with the control panel.
Oh yeah, let me see that. Flickering light. Okay. All right.
And it's central air based, so this is the thermostat for the central air.
Really? This is so old. Oh my God. And look at the paint. This is so old. Oh yeah, they painted over whatever is written here, if there was something. That's so old.
We keep it now for 17. Okay, on 17.
Nice.
There's also something called intercom. Like someone can call from the basement down. For example, like the building keeper or anyone.
Or like DoorDash type of Uber Eats type of place, or actually Talabat. Talabat is here. They'll call you on here.
Maybe restaurant also, maybe delivery, anyone. You can use this one. Call us from down. Regarding for the flat number.
Okay.
Then we answer.
Great.
Okay.
Slightly.
So someone arrives on the main floor, the ground floor. They look for their name and they get the number of the flat. They dial that number and this rings, and they pick it up.
Quick phone,
Yeah, that's it.
The ocean view.
It's so nice, really. And it's so quiet up here.
Howie? What are you doing, Howie? What are you doing?
How has he not gotten stuck in there? Look at him.
That was some excitement for you, wasn't it? Huh?
I'm just putting you here for now, Howie. Just for now. Find you a nice spot. Maybe by the window.
Yes.
Chantal, you have to do better. You have to do better. Enough. This makes me so angry. You have to do better. If you're going to have animals, you got to figure out what the hell you're doing. Just don't have animals, period. You clearly cannot care for animals. You don't have the slightest clue. You think giving little kisses and treats is enough. It's not. It's not. This hamster is stressed out. You don't care though.
You big boy. I just noticed these little hangers for towels. Pretty cute. Are those maple leaves?
Chantal, you should paint those red. This kind of stuff is everywhere. You should paint these red. Get a little jar of craft paint and then be like, I'm from Canada. That would make this place cool. That alone.
Maple leaves? All right, so this is our first.
What are we eating? Fries. There's 3 meals here. 4. What? What's going on? Fries, whatever this is, right? What's this white stuff? What's this sauce? It's not ketchup. Okay. Something fried, maybe chicken. There's a big bun here. There's stupid pickles and olives. Chicken. I would eat this chicken. And the fries are all soggy. Then you get this, pastry type thing. Regular Pepsi. Probably garlic sauce. How many meals did you get?
First meal in our new home together. We are still unpacking, very tired.
Oh my God.
But
are you having people over for your housewarming?
We will feast now, regain some energy. It's been a while since we've eaten, and we'll have an apartment update for you guys soon. So thank you for watching this exciting moment for us, and we'll see you next time.
Mabruk, congratulations. Do you see that there's a knife right here, handy? She's busy eating this ridiculous slice of bread, right? And he's reaching for the knife. Is this subliminal? Wow, okay, Mabruk, congratulations on your new place. Interested to see what you'll do with it. I'm more interested to see Harry and how he's doing. And now that you have a much, much, much larger place, you can accommodate much larger accommodations for Harry. He deserves an upgrade. I mean, he deserves to live with someone else. Let's be real. But, he's stuck with you. So at least give him, you can have someone make something for you. Just because it's not commercially available doesn't mean that you can't get it or have it, Really? Come on. Resourcefulness. You gotta be resourceful in these types of environments. Okay, I'm editing again. This is the next day. So I have found the actual apartment, and a lot of things a lot of the questions that I had have been explained. So this is their apartment, right? Well, this isn't from their video. This is from the classified ad. Oh, this must be a closet. They didn't show us a closet. Where else would they be? Yeah. Oh no, it's the bathroom. It's the bathroom. Yeah, there are no closets. I didn't have any closets in Egypt either. You buy these big wardrobes to put your clothes in. Okay, so seeing through the window here, right, we can see that there's a bunch of vehicles and there's construction vehicles, right? Well, I found out where this is exactly, which I didn't think would be too hard. But, there are people speculating all kinds of things, that it's tourist housing, that it's, I don't even know how people come up with the stuff that they do. I don't. But I have found exactly what this is. So this is an image I took from Google Maps. Now we can, this is from an angle though. So we can continue to look. Now this is from 2020. So some of the things might be a little bit different, right? But these are all construction vehicles. These are the motor coaches. Well, you know why all these motor coaches are here? It's not for tourists. It's to transport employees to the company. So this is company housing. That's what they live in. I don't know if they know someone who works for that company, or it's possible that the company aren't using all of the units in the building. So maybe they sold some of them off privately. And so they might be, private owners. That's very possible too. But the majority of the tenants, and then these people are in multiple buildings. They call them camps. And they're like row after row after row of buildings that are called camps for this company. This company is a construction and engineering company. So that makes sense, right? And when we zoomed in a little bit at the guys walking. They were on foot, walking towards, they're here, like the break in the bushes, right? That's what this is. That's a way better picture. Oh, this is from her video. So yeah, it should be, right? So yeah, this is what I was just talking about. So the guy's walking between the bushes to go across to the beach. And that would be walking here. Now, this was taken in 2020. And although construction is very shoddy in the Middle East, it does go up very quickly. You can probably tell. They put up buildings in no time. So I don't know if we would be able to see. I don't know if that's a little mosque maybe over here. But it doesn't appear to be here in this picture, like this over here. But these are these 3 palm trees. So you see these 3 palm trees. So it depends what angle the photo was being taken at. I believe this picture was taken from either the complete left side of the building or in a building next to the building where they live, most likely. But you can see there's like those little palm trees there, like 3 or 4 little palm trees. And there's little palm trees there right by the ocean. This building kind of rounded, and it's got like these rectangular windows. Rounded rectangular windows. From the video, we see more of this side. So I think this picture was just taken over to the left. And this could be the exterior of not the building that they live in, but very close to it. So you can see there's the motor coaches. This is employee housing. So, and people come from, as you may already know, Kuwait runs almost entirely on expats. Of the 4 million people who live in Kuwait, only 20% are Kuwaiti nationals. Everybody else is an expatriate coming, mostly to work because they make decent money, theoretically. So they provide housing, just like I was telling you about the school that I was working at. They provided an apartment for me. That's very common. So they have people coming in from India, Pakistan, all over to work for this construction company. So they put them in employee housing and then they bus them to work every day. So that's why we have the motor coaches. Makes sense, right? So right now they have vacancies for a sales executive, minimum 3 years experience, any graduation candidate should, and meaning, and they majored in any subject. Candidate should have steel trading experience in Kuwait market. Valid Kuwait driving license is mandatory. Merchandiser. Chantal could do this. There's 6 vacancies in Kuwait. Minimum 2 years experience. I mean, she merchandises herself almost on the daily, right? Higher secondary or any graduation. Candidate should be presentable. Well, she might not meet the criteria with that one, With good interpersonal skills, oh, definitely not. Sorry, Chantal. Target-driven attitude, nope. Salesman, showroom sales. Knowledge of general trading and industrial products is an added advantage. Sales executive. And then they have positions in Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia. So that's why the motor coaches, that's why the construction vehicles. Now, I do just want to say that when we are just kind of figuring out where Chantal is, her, not specifically, I don't know, I have a feeling which building, but, we don't need to show the actual building. I mean, to me, this is it. When we are doing all of this, like, investigative work and everything, we have to keep in mind, and, no one has to, right? No one has to. Our enthusiasm to tear down Chantal and to insult everything around her, and to insult her, to really go in on her. We have to remember that there are many people who are watching the same thing that you are. Creators, many of your viewers are living in very similar conditions, or not as good. And when you're sitting there saying this place is crap, now I'm dissecting paint jobs, I'm dissecting the handyman work of what's happening in the apartment. And there is a creator who lives in this region who also, she didn't find things all that shocking because she lives there. She knows that a lot of this stuff we've seen is normal. A lot of the stuff I've seen, in this apartment are things that I've had in my apartments in Egypt, and that I know are normal in the Middle East. But when we're speculating as to why are there keys in every door, and I heard a creator really, I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff, but I have to address it because some people are really going to a whole other level. I mean, a whole other level. Talking about the apartment, not about Chantal, not about Salah, the apartment. Thankfully, a lot of viewers are calling people out, like, hey, easy. I think we just have to keep some perspective. A lot of people are really just, there's a lot of hatred towards Chantal. It's entirely justified. But you have to remember, she's not the only person in the entire world who's living in an apartment like this, or who has keys in all the doors. It doesn't mean she's a prisoner or is in hiding. These comparisons are really getting out of line, where there are no limits at all. You'd rather insult thousands of people, all just to get, because you think you're making a dig at Chantal, but it's far greater than that. So this is just what I found. We'll get back to the video now. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, I'll talk to you soon.